IQ tests are racist. Or are they? Let me explain. So, a lot of times in the discourse around IQ tests, people refer to them as racist or racially biased, or biased by socioeconomic status, etc. We're going to specifically focus on racial bias today, because it's a very important concept in psychometrics. And other kinds touch on a different concept entirely. So what do we mean when we say bias? In general discourse, people use it to mean unfairness in the test that causes difference in scores or performance. However, in psychometrics, we use it to mean difference in measurement or measurement validity. Basically, it measures different things between groups, or its measurement is just different in some way. It functions differently. So, in public discourse, specifically around racial bias, we often refer to it as, obviously, a difference in scores. And we believe that often to be a fault of the test makers. However, when we do studies on it, it shows that the tests aren't actually biased. They're measuring the same thing. Whether that construct in and of itself is fair is irrelevant to the test itself having bias. You see, if I ask you, have you completed a bachelor's degree? Different groups will answer differently. If I ask, because there's differences in educational attainment. Now, that doesn't mean the question itself measures differently between groups. It indicates something more about our education system. And the same thing is true of IQ tests or academic achievement tests, in the sense that when we do something called differential item functioning, basically we measure if an item performs differently predictively and in terms of its relative difficulty for each group, we see they're not actually biased in the sense of measuring something different. However, we do see differences in group performance, which we now believe to be caused by environmental differences, such as poor education or poor nutrition in childhood. So when we're talking about IQ tests, it's important to remember the test bias has a specific meaning, and the test itself is often not biased, but rather the development of the construct and how we allow people to exist in our modern society. Thanks for watching.